everyone, welcome to another episode of Coffee Sessions with Pink and Queen.
Bank interest rates are one of the most important things to consider when purchasing a property. It can be quite confusing with so many different packages available in the market.
In order to help you understand it better, today we have a guest speaker to share more in detail. Let's welcome Kenneth from Keyquest Mortgage.
My name is Kenneth from Keyquest Mortgage. Today I'm very excited to be invited by Pink and Queen to share with you what are the available interest rate package in today's market.
What are the different bank packages available in the market?
Okay, so in the interest rate environment there is fixed as well as floating. And floating, we actually have 4 different kinds of floating packages.
Could you explain more to us what are the different kinds of floating packages available?
There's fixed deposit rate, bank spot rate, Cyborg as well as Sora.
What is the differences between the fixed deposit rate as well as the bank spot rate?
For fixed deposit rate, bank spot rate are quite similar. The only difference is that fixed deposit rate is pegged to today if you walk into the banks, what is the deposit rate they are offering. So there's 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, 36 months. So it used to be a very popular package and a lot of clients thought that this fixed deposit rate was actually a fixed rate. It's actually not. So those customers who was on fixed deposit rate 2 or 3 years ago, they can see there was an increase on their interest rate and they were so puzzled because sometimes they might not be clear when the bankers share with them that, oh, this is a fixed deposit rate. They have the impression that was fixed and a very low rate. The next is for bank spot rate. So bank spot rate, there's no transparency compared to fixed deposit rate because fixed deposit rate is more on how much the bank is offering to consumer in retail banking the deposit, but a bank spot rate is determined by the banks itself. So today the bank can say that, oh, my bank spot rate is 5%. Next moment they can say that, oh, my bank spot rate is at 6%.
I see. So means to say that they can change their interest rates anytime?
Yes, so for bank spot rate, the banks can have the call that to, like in January it can be 5. Then in June they can say that they want to increase to 5.5. Then in December they can increase to 6. So that's why most customers are moving away from bank spot rate as well as fixed deposit rate.
Just now you also did mention another 2 kinds of interest rates?
Yes, that's right. So there are also Cyborg as well as Sora package available. So for the main difference between a Cyborg as well as a Sora is that for Cyborg it's a forward-looking interest rate and for Sora it's a backward-looking interest rate. So what do I mean by forward and backwards? It's because for Cyborg it is more tendency to incline with US market, or when every time when US Fed says that, oh, we are going to increase the interest rate, then you can see the Cyborg is moving up and customers' interest rate change kind of immediately, whereas the new interest rate benchmark Sora is a backward looking, so it's regulated by MAS, so it's more stable comparing to Cyborg. So it changes taking the average of the last 30, 60 or 90 days. So even if today's Sora starting to spike up, the chances for Sora for you to see on your next interest rate payment to increase a lot, it won't, because it's still averaging out 30 or 60 or 90 days.
So I can imagine more and more consumers are starting to find this a more palatable option.
Yes, correct. So another thing about this kind of floating package for Cyborg or Sora is usually the bank has a spread they want to earn. Whereas a Sora, you can actually Google at MAS website all this, you will be able to get the Sora interest rate package.
So a lot of consumers, they are actually not sure whether they should go for a fixed rate or for a floating rate. So how would you advise them?
I would say it depends on individual risk appetite, because if you are someone who very conservative and you don't want to be affected by the interest rate market, you can go for a fixed. So fixed, there are 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 or 5 years fixed. So it depends. Of course, the longer you take for the fixed rate, of course the interest rate will be higher. But if you are someone who are able to take some risk, you can consider a floating package because it changes every 30 days or 90 days. But with this low interest rate environment, we tend to see that there are more people inclined with floating package like Sora now, because it's low, it's all in is maybe less than 1% at today's market. But of course, it do changes according to market sentiment as well. Yeah.
I wanted to also check, for buildings under construction, can consumers also choose the fixed deposit rate package?
Okay, unfortunately for building under construction properties, right, customer can only go for floating. So fixed rate is not available for building under construction.
So a lot of our clients, right, always ask us which banks offer the most attractive rates.
Okay, I think this is a very common question which we get every day. So for banks, they actually kind of have promotions, or different banks have different interest rate package. So this example for today, it can be bank A, which is the lowest, but the next couple of days or next week, that might be another bank with having another lower interest rate package. So it's very hard to tell you that at this point in time we can say A bank, but one week later it can be bank B, 2 weeks later it can be a bank C.
Can you also share how you are able to value add King and Queen's clients?
We actually assist to calculate the approved in principle for you, for Kings and Queen clients, so that you know how much you can loan before even you commit. So another thing is that we actually shortlist for you what are the different interest rate packages and which is the lowest catered to your need. Okay, because we usually understand what are the client's concerns. Do they want something more stable, or they have a bit of risk appetite, they want to go for floating. So we will go according to what they want to shortlist the interest rate package for them. So when you engage a booker like us, the good thing is that we always keep you posted that at the point of time when you're applying your loan, you are actually getting the lowest at the market rate.
So in other words, clients of King and Queen can sit back and relax and leave everything to us, right?
Yes, that's right. So when you engage property agents like King and Queen, you get the additional service for you as a customer.
Thanks, Kenneth, for taking time out to explain all these in details with our audience.
It's my pleasure to be here today sharing with the audience the interest rate package. I hope what I've covered has been very useful for all of you.
Yeah, so as you know, clients of King and Queen, besides helping our clients with the selling and buying of properties, we also do asset progression, where we help our clients plan out their property portfolio in the next few years to help them grow their wealth. And this is all possible because we have professionals like Kenneth on our team to help us through this process to make it extremely seamless and easy for you to upgrade.
If you all have any more questions, do feel free to let us know, and we can work on that on the next video. Do remember to like and share our video. Thank you for watching.